What's up, guys? I'm Matt Nuzzo here at the Real Flagship Store to talk to you about the Maurice MTB. This board here is a truly unique kitesurf board. Came through a lot of R&D, and working with Maurice, we said we want to have a board that is for your everyday kitesurfer. What was happening was, in all the production boards that are out there, they're making good boards, but the construction's kind of bouncy, really stiff. Just you weren't getting that real performance feel. A lot of them are heavy, as well as most of the higher end kitesurf boards on the market were really oriented towards, like, you know, the top wave riders in the world, really heavy duty surf. But your average everyday kiteboarder is getting left behind. You have to buy this production board that might not quite be what you want, but you're kind of stuck with it. You know, so what we said is, Maurice is a great guy, really animated, really interesting, trying some pretty radical stuff, and he's made surfboards for, you know, some of the top surfers in the world, a lot of world champions. He's also making tow boards, and he's like, oh, cool, man, I've been wanting to make a kite surfboard, but not really knowing exactly what to do. So we said, listen, let's try out some of your surfboards. We tried out the Maurice Metro, which had this crazy deep concave, hard rails, was super fast down the line. And we're like, man, something like this translated into a kiteboard is going to be really, really unique. So we came up with the MTB, designed for your everyday kite surfer. You know, we don't need something for the top pros. We want something for every day. So this board, what we did is took an awesome construction, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, and made the MTB. One of the most important things you're going to see there, look at that concave, monster concave through this board. Also, really hard rails. You can feel the bead. The hard rail goes all the way from the tail to the nose. Finally, the SWAT tail, something's totally unique to Maurice, really thins out the tail, adds on all this extra resin on this moon-shaped tail, and so you're not going to ding the tail either with this type of tail. So these three design characteristics, now you look at it, you got that real thin board, thin rail, but this monster concave just makes this board butter smooth. The hard rail blasts through the chop. So the first thing we noticed we hopped on this board was, wow, this thing is fast. It's really easy to ride, and it rages upwind. So this design characteristic, what took all that surfboard design, towboard design, and put it into a board that just absolutely ripped upwind, had tons and tons of drive, was ultra smooth because that deep concave, and this hard rail just blasted through the chop. So immediately, we're like, this is perfect. This is going to be great for your everyday rider, because a lot of people want to get a kitesurf board for riding in flat water. They want to get it for riding in light wind. They want to get it for riding small waves. Well, it works excellent for all those conditions. And this is my personal board here. Really been pushing to the limit too, and trying in even bigger waves. And you know, that steeper barreling waves, it's like thing just hauls down the line. It's amazing. You know, it's the one area that I found that it held back was it's a little stiff off the tail for that. So for that real steep wave, bottom straight to the top, it takes a little extra oomph to get off the bottom. And one of the things I found that helped out, size the fins down. So I dropped the fin size down quite a bit. So this is a small fin I'm using on my board. Normally I'm riding medium fins, went to the small fin. Because you have this hard rail and hard tail, and it really you have so much water line, you don't need those bigger fins. If you want to have more drive of wind, size up to a medium sized fin. So I'm saying 175 or smaller, go with a small fin. 175 and larger, go with a medium fin, and that's going to give you more drive of wind. I'm riding my board strapped and strapless, and it works equally well as both. I do recommend, if you are setting on this board, move your front foot to the front foot strap, because in the front position, you stand over the center of the part of the board and really are allowed to push that concave into the water. If you're too far back, the concave wants to lift up, and it doesn't kind of get all that chop absorption you normally need. Front foot forward, really allows the board to lay down. Same thing, you want to get the most snap off the tail, move your back foot all the way back. So this suits a person that's going to have a little bit wider stance as well. Next, I want to talk about the construction. This again is truly unique construction and worth its weight in gold. This stuff is awesome construction. We're using Hydroflex XXX construction. The guys at Hydroflex have really been making some super unique quality products. This stuff here, EFC triple stringer blank. EFC is waterproof foam. So if you ding this thing, it's not taking on water. Triple stringer to give you that extra strength that you need for riding strapped. So this is a custom kiteboard, hand-shaped, handmade, And the XXX construction, it has a little heavier glassing on it. It's all epoxy glass, EFC foam, waterproof, triple stringer. Makes the board still have that natural flex that you're going to get out of a regular surfboard, but it also gives you all that strength and everything you need in a kite surfboard. So we took out all the stops and made a board for everybody. The Maurice MTB is your kite surfboard for everyone. State-of-the-art construction, state-of-the-art design. Want to check us out for more reviews? Go to realwatersports.com.